Hello viewers, welcome to a lecture series on marketing management, and now we are going to start another very interesting topic of discussion, that is product development and product life cycle. The way we are going to develop a product, the way a product is being developed. In the previous lecture of mine, I told you about the different ways of developing and do communicating positioning to the customers, and we have talked about segmentation, targeting and positioning. The way we are doing this segmentation, what are the different bases of segmentation, how do we find a target for ourselves, and then how to position ourselves as a company. So, when we talk about the development and communication of a positioning strategy, the name of Rice and Trout comes in front of us, because Rice and Trout, they are basically known as pioneer in the field of positioning, and they have authored a book, Positioning the Battle for Your Mind. And in that they had talked about how to strengthen our current position, how to strengthen our own current position, or we want to grab an unoccupied position as a product, or we want to deposition ourselves wherever we were. We want to eliminate that position and create a new positioning or repositioning for ourselves. I can give you an example of UTI, Unit Trust of India, in case of Indian scenario, where UTI, due to some reasons, it came up with a new name called Axis Bank. After the closure, it came with a new name called Axis Bank, and they have repositioned themselves with their services and the kind of services they are offering. There can also be a strategy of creating a product ladder, where a marketer is willing to create a distinguished position for itself. So, in segmentation, in this entire exercise of segmentation, targeting and positioning, we are trying to find that what is my target market, and once I am able to identify my target market, I can understand what is my customer's need. And once I know about the customer's need, I can channelize all the resources of mine by the way of doing that integrated marketing and offer what my customers want, so that I can create satisfied customers. I can ensure that my customers are satisfied, and I am making profit through customer satisfaction or customer delight. So, with this as a motive, every marketer is following the modern marketing concept as on date, just to ensure that if we really wish to sustain for long, there is no other way but to go for adopting profit through customer satisfaction, adopting the way of profit through customer satisfaction. So, whatever you are doing, whichever product you are offering, whatever services you are offering, you should understand that it should have that potential, that capability of catering to the need of your customers. So, with that as a background of our entire discussion of segmentation, targeting and positioning, now I will tell you about the product development and innovations. And there are certain questions in our mind. What are the reasons for introducing new product? Why do marketers introduce new products? What are the types and sources of new products? And what is the entire process of new product development, the way it takes place? So, if you ask me about the product development, before that let me define what is product in the language of marketing. If I have to define a product, some people think that product means a physical product which I am using. But in marketing, the product is defined as a very broader term, very wider term. In a very wider sense, it is being considered. It is not confined to a physical product only. It can be in terms of a person, place, activity, organization and idea. Even if you are availing the services of a club, that also is included in terms of, is considered as a product in the language of marketing. If you are offering if you are availing a consultancy services, if you are availing a legal service from a solicitor, from an advocate, that is also a kind of product we are availing, although it is in terms of services. So, broadly speaking, when we go for defining the product in the language of marketing, it does not differentiate between the product and services. It says that even the services are a kind of product. So, you should understand that the definition of product is not confined to only physical product, but it can be in terms of a person, place, activity, organization and idea along with the physical product. So, we do consider that yes, physical product is known as product, and that is why it defines any offering, any offerings that can satisfy the need of a customer is a product. So, anything which is being offered as a need satisfier to the customers, or you can say as a bundle of utility to the customers, that is called product. Now, the question comes how this product is being developed. And nowadays what is happening, the rate, the pace at which the new products are being introduced in the market, in recent years it has accelerated, and simultaneously you can say that the old products are disappearing from the shelf. They are no more visible in the market. So, the pace at which these new products are introduced in the market, it is showing that the marketing is so dynamic. Marketers know that we have to stay relevant in the marketplace, and in order to stay relevant, they are coming up with the new products. Now, the question comes, why it is happening? Why is it happening that we are actually finding every now and then a new product in the market? And the second question is, why should companies spend resources on introducing so called new products with such a high frequency? When I am using this word so called new products, it indicates that I am not talking about a new product in reality. The product is not very new in reality, it is available in one form or the other, but we can say that yes, it is regarded as a new product. The product must have emanated from something else which is being provided earlier, which is being served to us earlier in a different form. And what are the risks involved in product development? When a product is being developed, what are the risks involved? I am telling you, there is a study which indicates that approximately 90% of the new products fail. The question comes, when this is the outcome of the development of a new product, why are we resorting to this way of introducing a new product? There are number of risks involved in the product development. Imagine that you have arranged this entire process of new product development, and you know that the success rate is only 10%. Then why are taking such a big risk? How do companies decide that the time has come for introducing new products? So, these are some of the questions, my dear learners, which are supposed to be answered by us when we study the marketing as a subject, or even as a practitioner when we go in the field of marketing. We should ask these questions to ourselves, that if I have decided to go for developing a new product, if market is so dynamic, market has become so dynamic that it is demanding for a new product, why should I spend my resources on introducing so called new products with such a high frequency? Last year I have changed, I have introduced a new model of my product. Why to come up with a new model again? What are the risks involved into this entire process, and how do companies decide that now this is the right time for introducing a new product, or should we wait for some more time, or should we give some more time for our company to be ready to introduce a new product? The answer to all these questions are basically coming from the term innovation. Innovate or perish. Either you innovate or you become redundant. Either you innovate yourself in terms of your products, your services, your features, your quality, your performance, or be ready to be called as a redundant brand, or be ready to become a company which has lost its market share to its competitors. If you are not innovating, others are there to innovate, and they are there to regain your customers. They are there to snatch your customers base and become a market leader. So, the term innovation means bringing in novelties or making changes. Change is the only thing which is permanent. So, if you ask me about the product innovation, I would say that it actually encompasses a wide range from making minor or major changes in the existing product to introduction of substitute products or totally new products. So, innovation does not mean that you are coming up with a completely new product. Even a minor change into a product or some major changes also can be there, or at times you are coming up with the introduction of substitute products, or if that also does not work, you are coming up with a totally new product. So, you have to understand that whether you are going to plan the assassination of your own product and coming up with the reincarnated one,
So it is a kind of exercise which can be called as assassination and reincarnation of a product. Assassination and reincarnation of brand can also be there. That in the product life cycle you have reached to a stage which is called maturity, and market forces are against you, the wind is blowing against you, and there you have to understand that how to create a new product life cycle for me, how to extend the stage of maturity where I am enjoying the high market share with significant amount of profit as a company. So initially what we do, we first start making some minor changes. If that doesn't work, we can go for making major changes. If that also doesn't work, you can create a substitute product, and if all these things doesn't work, there is no other way but to come up with a totally new product. That is called development of a new product. So my dear learners, you must be witnessing this as a common practice by most of the marketers, most of the successful brands who are actually operating in the market. And specifically speaking, it is very much prominent in case of durable product, and that too in the products where the technology plays some role, where the role of technology is prominent. For instance, if you take automobile industry, the marketers, the automobile manufacturers, they keep on making some changes, be it minor or major, into their product. Every year there is some change into that particular model which they are offering, and initially they make some minor changes, then major changes, and if the customer is giving a feedback that no, we want something else, then there can be a substitute product to that, because you have discarded the previous one. Or if all that doesn't work, you have to come up with the new avatar, what you call as the newly incarnated product, that is called the new product. So it is basically a continuous exercise with which we are reaching from minor changes, major changes, to substitute, and then to eventually the introduction of a new product. So it is very much true that it's not that easy to claim any product as completely new. It is very difficult for me as a marketer to say that no, that see, I'm here, I'm saying no to all other products which are available in the market, and I'm saying that my product is a new one. Because the idea, why I cannot claim my product to be completely new, brand new, because the idea for the new product originates or emanates from some of the existing products which are already in use. So it is originating from the existing product. That is why there is a difference between the research and innovation. So there is a difference between the research and discovery. So you are not discovering something which is not at all new to the world, the completely new to the world. You are actually doing a kind of research which is already there in existence, and you are trying to position that particular product in a new way, in a new form, in a new style, for the new purpose. So that utility, that bundle of utility is there, but you are going to position it as a new product in the eyes of the customers. Now the question comes, what are the reasons for having new products? The reasons can be, I would say, that why companies go in for new products. I would say the simple or the simplest or the easiest answer to this question is to meet the changes in environment. Market is demanding that. There are different forces in the market, be it political, legal, social, economical, technological, all those factors which actually form part of marketing environment, they are forcing us to come up with a new product. So we have to meet the changes in the environment, changes in the market, and that is why we have to come up with the new products. And the changes can encompass one or more of environmental factors. It can be competitive environment, it can be technological environment, it can be cultural environment, it can be politico-legal environment. So depending on the environmental factors, any of them can force to come up with a new product. There is some change into the legislation. So you have to change your way of offering your products or services. There is a change into you are entering in a new country where the cultural, there is a cultural shift in terms of the customers to whom you have been offering your product. So you are dealing you are going to position yourself in a new country where the cultural environment is entirely different. So you have to come up with a new product. That one size fit all approach cannot work here. You have to make some modifications, or at times you have to enter with a new product in the market. I can give you the example of cultural environment. If you talk about McD, McDonald's, when they entered Indian market, they were bound to come up with the aloo tikki burger. What forced them to come up with the aloo tikki burger? Because in Indian atmosphere, if we talk about the taste and preferences of the customers, they for them the product which was available in the market was aloo tikki. So imagine the company which is coming from US, it has to customize itself, because it is the need of the cultural environment. So they cannot sell the product, they cannot sell the same product what they are selling in their country of origination, in the country of origin where they have been serving. Number of examples are there for this. I can present in front of you that these forces, these environmental factors, they force marketers to either make some modifications into their product, or at times to come up with the new products. So the basic reason is environmental factors. So all these external environment factors, they are basically nowadays forcing a firm or a marketer to bring about the changes in the product, to come up with a new product. Although an enlightened company should be always on the lookout as a policy. Don't wait for the forces to come. The enlightened marketers, they are not waiting for the market forces to force them to come up with a new product. They are actually making it a policy for opportunities for product innovation, that we should keep on innovating. Instead of waiting for it to be forced into by external factors, they are actually doing it on their own. And this way it will not only preempt competition, but will also be able to build up an image of a firm which is always trying to meet changing market requirements. So you are actually building the image of your company as of that company which is always trying to meet changing market environments. Rather, at times you become the reason for change. You become a reason for change by your competitors. They are forced to offer those products which you have started offering. So you create a benchmark, you become a market leader. People could not imagine that this can also be an added advantage to a product. This can also be a way of positioning your product. So at times the enlightened marketers, they are not waiting for the factors to force them to make changes into their product or come up with a new product. They preempt they preempt competition. So it is very important for any company to be constantly on the lookout for opportunities for the product development for long term survival, and of course the prosperity in today's fast changing competitive environment. So you should it should not be the forces which are going to decide that yes, you should you should come up with a new product. Even if you are a producer who is enjoying monopoly and seller of a product for the present, then too you should try to be competitive, because competition may not emerge from another producer of the same product, but from other sources also. I can give you number of examples where competition is not coming from your product, it is coming from some other products also. For instance, jute is facing competition from synthetic fibers. The manufacturers of jute bags or jute related products, they are facing huge competition not from jute manufacturers, but from synthetic fibers. So even if you are a monopolist in that specific market, then too you cannot rest assured. You have to stay relevant in the marketplace. You have to stay dynamic. So they are facing competition from synthetic fibers, and also the technological developments like bulk handling techniques. Because in case of jute, you are not having that technological advancement into your process. Still, in most of the cases, it is basically the business of small and cottage industries. So they should be ready for facing that competition. They should be ready. They should be competition ready, rather, I would say, not only from their product, not only from their industry, but from other industries also. Steel is actually facing competition from plastics. although there is a ban on plastic in some of the countries, or even if it is permitted, there is a specific grade of recyclable plastic products which can be used. So there comes the role of political legal factors, that even if you are manufacturing, you are in the business of plastic manufacturing, then too you may have to make certain changes into your product. So earlier there was no ban on the plastic, and now there is a ban, so you have to make changes accordingly. So steel is facing competition from plastics. Imagine, minerals such as copper used in telecommunication, they are facing competition from plastics and fiberglass, and more significantly, my dear learners, from cell phones which use airwaves. So you have to understand that a monopoly producer of tea may not have another tea manufacturer to compete with him, but a coffee or aerated drinks manufacturer with whom you are finding a competition, that they are positioning, they are doing their positioning according to their own quality, features, services and performance. Cane sugar, if we talk about, they are facing competition from beet sugar and sugar substitutes. So it is not the cane sugar which is facing competition from other manufacturers in the same industry, but they are actually facing competition from beet sugar or sugar substitutes. So we have to be ready, we have to be future ready. So it is always in the interest of a company to be at least one step ahead of your competitors and introduce a new product before your competitors do it, so that you can have that first mover advantage, and it will also project your company as a market leader in terms of your technology. So I think I have given an answer to this question, that why companies should go for introducing a new product. And it is a complete journey, it is a process rather, I would say, which starts from making minor changes to product and then culminates at the development of a new product, or completely reincarnating your existing product and introducing a brand new product in the hands of the customers. Now the question comes, what can be the different types of new products? It can be new to the world products, that there is a product which is completely new to the world. Now you just think of a product which you feel that it is completely a new product, new to the world product. So when air purifiers knocked the door of the market, they were actually regarded as very new to the world products. That yes, even this can be a product. Even air can be purified. Water purifiers were there, and the same could have happened with the water purifiers when they entered in the market. Earlier we were not having this kind of strategy where the water purifiers were there. So we have to understand that there can be a product which is completely new to the world products, that customers had no prior experience of using a product. That is called the first level of a new product, the first type of a new product, where the product is really very new to the world. Second is the new category entries, that the products are available in the market, but there is an additional advantage being added to a product. There is a different positioning strategy by a marketer, and the marketer is entering in terms of a new category, that yes, you have been using air purifiers and water purifiers, but there is some added advantage to that product, which means now the product is no more new to the world. It is known to me, but there are some added advantage to that particular product, and that we are going to use. Then comes addition to product lines, that even within the new category entries, there are number of additions to the product lines. There are number of categorizations of that particular product, and within that there are new category entries. When I say product line, let me explain here. I would be telling you in great detail when we would discuss about the product item, line and mix. Many items, suppose if I am talking about the air purifiers, it can be a product line for a marketers. Under that product line, there can be number of items which can be sold out by which can be floated by a marketer. So they are basically known as product items, and many product items of similar type, they make a product line. So there can be an addition to product lines, or there can be some product improvements. There is no addition, but they are making some improvement. Every new launch of the product or every new version of a product is slightly improved from the previous one. The improvement can be in terms of its packaging, it can be in terms of their cost effectiveness, it can be in terms of their power consumption also. Nowadays, in case of electronic goods, there is a star rating also, that how much power they are consuming, how much electricity they are consuming. So that can also be a kind of innovation to the product. And repositioning, we all know that if there is nothing else in terms of innovative or newness into the product, marketers can go for repositioning a product. So, my dear learners, these are the different types of new products which can be be as new as a new to the world products to the repositioning of the same product. That product is the same, but you are repositioning it in the market just to create a benefit for the customers. Now, question comes, what are the sources of new product? There can be external sourcing, there can be internal development, and there can be a collaborative venture also. If you are sourcing it externally, it means you are actually not doing that innovation on your own, you are actually sourcing it externally. Or it can be an internal development, that you have a complete unit of research and development, and out of that R&D exercise you are developing a new product, you are making some modification into a product. Or at times, marketers nowadays, they are going for collaborative ventures, that there is some other company which is having the best of technology, so why not join our hands together with them and save our cost in terms of research and development and come up with a new product. So, the sources of new product can be either external sourcing, internal sourcing, or the time belongs to collaboration. So, it can be a collaborative venture. So, with this, my dear learners, I told you about the product development and the new product, the way it is being developed. In the next lecture of mine, I will tell you about the new product development process, the way it is being developed by the marketers today. I hope you must have enjoyed this very part of my lectures on marketing management. Thank you so much.